Hello, welcome or welcome back to our channel, A Cup of Art. I'm your host, Star, and today we're going to do like a yearly art recap of all the artwork that I did this year. Excusing my sketchbook art, excusing some ugly art or whips that I didn't finish or I just rather not show in this video, either because it's too ugly or I just it's like unfinished. I don't really care for it. But before we begin, I do want to say that I'm proud of all the artwork that I did this year, and to see that my art has grown so much and to see that I've tried so many different things this year just really says a lot about my journey, and I can't wait to continue it next year. But without further ado, and with all that said, let's jump right into the video and see all the art that I created in 2021. So for the first two pictures, it was for our first video we actually posted this year, where we redrew each other's old art. So I think that was pretty cool, and I really liked how these pictures came out, because at the time I was like, oh my god, my art style improved to what I was doing at the end of 2020. I wanted to replicate the style in a other picture, but it came out okay. I just don't really like it. I did some fan art this year, so here we have Kyoshima and Bakugou as my first couple of fan arts, but I redrew Kyoshima later on this year because he's one of my favorite anime characters, like, period, and I just really hated how I drew him. And I redrew Kyoshima and Bakugou a bunch of times in my sketchbook, as well as I did custom shoes this year. And I don't think I put it in this video, but now that I'm doing the voice recording, I'll hopefully make sure if I remember to show you how it looks like. But I did custom shoes of Kyoshima and Bakugou, like on like Vans for like a work art project. I think that was pretty cool. The next couple of pictures are the first two of my character Stefan from my webcomic story Truth Unspoken, and the other like three are from another character named Kisara from that same story. The webcomic is not out, the story is not out anywhere, but in the beginning of the year I was doing these drawings where I was going to introduce these characters, and then hopefully by the end of this year I would posted something from the story. The next picture is of my character Sienna Jones. I'm redesigning Sienna because she's actually Japanese, and I never really thought to practice ethnic features besides like when I draw black characters for other POCs. I never really put too much thought into it. This picture was really ugly. Let's move on. This picture was supposed to be an underwater painting, but it never got far. This was the piece I did in my digital art process. Hopefully I'll do like a year update of my digital art process, because I thought that would be pretty cool. This next couple of pictures are 4 gacha characters that I created that I drew in my style at the time. For a video I meant to do the boys. I created the boy characters, but I just never got far to actually drawing them characters, so kind of felt bad about that. Next 3 images are from Drawing New Styles. The first 2 are from the same one, and then the third one is from a different Drawing New Style. I did a couple of these this year, so I thought it was fun. These next images are actually from my school, so I'm going to be blocking my name because I like watermarked it based on my name. So some of them are final pieces, the ones that are blocked out, and the others are not blocked out, which are sketches or whips. But I had a lot of fun doing these pictures, and I thought they were pretty cool. And yeah, I think that they're awesome. The next one is of an OC named Ashton. I never really went far with this image, but I still decided to post it since I still like the beginning steps of his design. Next we have Zuko from Avatar. Next we have the evil villain character from Truth Unspoken. For the most part I do like her design, but when I redesign everyone she will get redesigned. But I do like her design for the most part. I really like it. This was for a draw with me video that's like, I don't know, I think the footage was like around 4 to 5 hours. But I think I cut it down to around an hour or two. I really can't remember, but the video's on our channel if you guys want to watch it. Next two pictures of Buttercup, and then Buttercup with her sisters. I didn't like my sketch for Blossom and Bubbles, so I just only colored Buttercup. Next, we have this from an IG collab where the theme was like drawing marine animals as humans, so I chose a Lionfish. I really like her color palette and I really like the design, so hopefully I can draw her more. This was for an XP pen contest, like a comic contest. This was actually supposed to be earlier in the year because when I was showing the school pictures, I had a hand that was holding a camera and I used this picture as for that camera. I actually think I drew this picture before I ended up drawing those school ones, or I guess in the middle of me drawing those school ones. I don't know. This is a little out of order. This one should have been in the middle of those school pictures or before them. But this is just a picture of my family that I drew. It was more of like sketchy thingies, but you can really see how bad my anatomy and placement were. It just feels a little stiff. So hopefully I get to redraw this one because even though it doesn't probably look good, it means a lot. It has like significant value because of the things that I went through in 2020. So it has like a lot of value of like my family really being there and helping me with like my depression and after my suicide attempt, like my healing process. So I just wanted to like capture a moment of us, if that makes sense. So I really hope I do get to redo this hopefully soon. This is an OC Lyra, just a random character design. I barely did mermaid this year, so that's this. Yeah, I didn't really care for mermaid. Next we just have a random sketch. I don't know what that is. And then next we have Itadore from Jujutsu Kaizen. Hopefully I can redo him because I absolutely hate how I drew this. I think I drew this by itself. And then I was like, oh, I need a face. What am I going to do? And then I guess I was like randomly Itadore. It just doesn't fit his vibe. Here is my character Theo. He's an assistant to a Grim Reaper. I do put his redesign at the end of this video because I did do his redesign this year. But the actual video of me showing the redesign will be up in 2022. So do keep an eye out for that to see my process of me redesigning Theo. We have Ray from The Promised Neverland, and then next we have a random thing. I don't know what that is. And then next we have Elijah. Elijah is like my baby. He's like probably like my number one OC. I just absolutely love Elijah. He's in college. He's a skater boy, and also like not Instagram, but like a social media star. And he has a boyfriend named Jonas, and I absolutely love Elijah. Failed underwater painting on Procreate. This was a video for like drawing aesthetics. Miyamura from Horror Mia. I don't know whatever the hell this is. Absolutely hate it. This is not really Jonas, but this is just like a random anime boy thing. But I did take his design, and just like it's just mostly his hair and his color palette to make Elijah's boyfriend Jonas. Drawing your style from I think Love to Draw Manga. Random character design for a TikTok. It's actually not pretty bad. Hopefully I can redraw that. Next we have these like not anime, what am I talking about? Winter season girls. So we have winter and then we have summer. Failed or I guess whip of 6 character fan art. On the bottom right it says Kaminari, but the bottom right was originally supposed to be Danny Phantom, but then Jen said I didn't really look like him, so I decided to draw Kaminari instead. But I never got far with this, and I'm actually pretty I'm pretty upset with this, or the fact that I never got far with it, just for the fact that I did like 3 of the characters fully already, or kind of fully. So either I would just continue on top of this, or I would redo this other characters, or just redo these same characters again. Next I have my OCs Dax and Fiona. They are sibling dragons, half siblings, because they have the same human parent. but they have different dragon parents, if that makes sense. And they're also half dragons themselves. And they're like sexy siblings. And I think it's pretty cool. And it's for an IG collab where we have to draw mythical creatures or something like that as human, or yeah, something like that. And I drew ice and fire dragons, and this is where I was really like, at least you can really tell on Dax, like the shading and rendering of his tail and the fire in his pants. I really saw some improvement that year. Screenshot redraw from Hunter x Hunter. Redrew Kaminari, and I like him a lot better from when I drew him in the beginning. This is like the bio of Elijah and Jonas, and this was their first design together. And I really don't like Elijah's design because it contradicts how I drew him in June. In that past image I showed of like the green background, and I drew that for a Pride Month video where I was introducing Elijah, and it just contradicts how I drew him then. I really hate it, but definitely pause to read if you want to know information about them. And I think they're just really cute. Random outfit character design that really doesn't make any sense. Failed attempt of a painting of a black person. Kind of more successful attempt of a painting of a lighter skinned person. I have a video on this one if you guys want to check. It took me 9 hours to do. It makes no sense. Random ugly character design doodle thingy. Character design from Truth Unspoken. She's one of the characters from the story, and I never really got her pink green outfit character design right, but like I said, all the Truth Unspoken characters are gonna get redesigned, so it doesn't really matter. This was for an XP pen contest where we had to draw famous artworks or classical paintings. We get to reconstruct them, and so I did Grant Wood's American Gothic, sketch of another painting or something like that, but I really can't remember the artist or the painting it's from. And then I also did Renee, can't pronounce his last name. I did Renee's Son of Man, and I turned it into a GIF. Draken from Tokyo Revengers. I absolutely love Tokyo Revengers, one of my favorite mangas, so I was really happy when the anime came out. But I really like the manga a lot, and Draken is really one of my favorite characters. I'm up to date with the manga, so if you're up to date with the manga, you know. But I absolutely love Draken. Musa from Winx Club. I did this for TikTok. Draw a new style from a random Instagram artist that I don't even know. Kaya from Genshin Impact. At the time, I went to join my Genshin Impact team, but I actually stopped drawing, or I stopped playing Genshin Impact around the time I did this image. So I never really continued or did anything with Kaya or any one of my Genshin Impact teams because I stopped playing Genshin Impact. But hopefully when the new year comes around, and maybe I will go back to playing Genshin Impact again. Jen on both of our channels, and this one in our commentary review channel, Jen Star, did like movie posters for Halloween or in the October month. So I did Monster House, Twitches, Tim Burton's Corpse Bride, and then October came around. So this was the prompt that I did for like these witches, or I followed the witches prompt list. So I did these images then, and I really liked them at the time. And also fan art for Haylin from Witch. And then that's the picture of Stefan, my OC from Truth Unspoken, with her familiar. And I think that's really cute. And then this was the first prompt list that I followed, but I really hated it. That's why I switched over to that witch's prompt list. The next two images are draw on your styles in two different styles, but from the same draw on your style like prompt. Where we had to like draw these characters or the artist's witch character, and I had fun doing both of them. This one's from a Pinterest like redraw thing. I never actually finished it. Next we have Monster High characters that I redesigned, or I guess I drew them in my style but redesigned their outfits, if that makes sense. And this was also for a video, and I really had fun with it. I did Cleo, I did Claudine, and Claudine's probably my favorite outfit I did. I did Rebecca, Steve, and I'm not too upset about this one. And I did Toralei as well, and Toralei's outfit's not that bad, I guess. This is where I redesigned Elijah, and that's how I draw him today. And this was also for an IG collab for Halloween, where you draw your OC in like a Halloween costume, or I think you draw your OC as a Halloween monster, but I think it was in a costume, not as a monster. So I did it where Elijah was dressed up as a werewolf, and I finalized his design then and there in October. And then I went back to finalize his boyfriend Jonas design, and that's how I drew Jonas today. And I really want to draw them. I haven't drawn them together yet, so hopefully I can do that. And I really like both of them. I don't know, I just absolutely love these characters. Whip for a painting that I never did. Sketch on Procreate of this underwater statue painting that I did, and then this is the actual painting, and I did the painting in Clip Studio Paint. With Procreate's new page assist feature, you can do like digital sketchbooks, or you can actually draw like or create digital books on Procreate now. I think that's pretty cool. So I just wanted to show you like what my first 2 digital sketchbook painting was like. So my first thinking is like these hands practiced. Mostly I do these practices like in my sketchbook, but I did them digitally this time. And then for a painting that I was going to do later on in the year, I wanted to practice skulls because it was important. I don't know, I just want to show you guys my commission. The discount code doesn't work anymore, but I want to show you guys my commission page. It was the first time I ever did this. Commissions are still up on our Ko-Fi, so I will link it down below if any of this interests you. But like I said, there's no discount code. Rare design for a character for a possible webcomic. Sketch for a painting that I did in Procreate, and then I did the painting in Club Studio Paint. I'm still in the middle of this painting, but I did want to show you the whip of it. Echo from Arcane. Arcane's a beautiful show, and I did like an icon doodle of Echo. And I think it was incredible. The show, I mean, not the artwork. Sketch work for the skull painting I was telling you guys about. And I really liked it. I did the sketch in Procreate like I've been doing for my other 2 paintings, and I'm in the whip process of doing it in Clip Studio Paint, but I still wanted to show you how it's looking so far because I thought it would be pretty cool. And then this is the redraw of Theo that I was talking about. I put in the image here, but like I said, one of my first 2 videos for the next year, at least one of my first 2 videos for the next year, would be this redraw. So if you want to see this process and see me use a 3D model for the first time, because I did this redraw on Clip Studio Paint as opposed to Procreate, wait for that video. I think it'll be pretty cool. But yeah, this is everything I did this year, minus the sketchbook works and minus the digital sketches that I didn't show here, and minus works in progress that either I didn't want to show, I couldn't show, or I felt like guys were too ugly and I didn't really care to show them. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you guys liked this video. I already knew that I improved, especially around the time when I did the XP pen, like those famous artwork pictures, or when I did my OC, like drew my OCs Dax and Fiona. But like, so I knew I improved, but it's really hard to have really tell. But going through all my pictures that I chose for this video, it's surprisingly how much I improved, and I really it motivates me more to ensure that I improve next year. So yeah, I really hope you guys like this video. I will leave some links to the YouTube videos that are related to some of the artworks that I showed in this video, but not all of them. Our social medias are always linked. Our Genstar YouTube channel will also be linked down below. Our Ko-Fi or Ko-Fi, however you pronounce it, will also be linked down below, and commissions have been open since November, so if you have the means to, I would love to get a commission from you guys. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Tell me what one of your favorite artworks that you saw in this video were, or just tell me how you thought I was doing. And yeah, I really hope you guys are gonna have a good rest of the year. I hope your New Year's go well. I hope the start of 2022 goes well for you guys. So happy holidays, happy New Year's, and thank you guys so much for watching. Jen and I will see you in the next video. Jen and I will see you in the new year, and have a good day. Peace.